Demon Souls walkthrough for ArmageddonGaming.com, and we're back with World 2.2. Right off the bat, I'm going after this this gecko because I can. But the direction I'm going right now is not where we want to go just yet. We're going to save that for later. That is the shortcut way, which I will get to towards the end of the video. But for now, I'm going to show you where the other ways lead, which is this opposite direction over here. You know, these minecarts that have these glowing little red or yellow gold things, they explode and they'll kill you very easily. And you'll see a good example of that in just a second. Yeah, you'll probably want to clear some of these guys out. They're kind of in the way. You probably should have backstabbed them. I kind of just ran through because I'm an idiot. I have to get my super elite double kill. Yeah. But this area is really good for like shards of sharpstone and hardstone and chunks and all these materials you use for upgrading your gear, as in your weapons mostly. And right now, I don't think I've fully upgraded to a crushing claymore yet, but I will by the time I get to the Flamelurker boss. And you can look on the Demon Souls wiki to find that out. What I did right there, that was a mistake. You want to run past it. You don't want to run back the way you came, because as you can see, it was moving toward me very quickly. And thus, in turn, the explosion was just a lot closer than it should have been, and almost killed me. So make sure to just run right past it. Oh yeah, and there's a fat minister ninjaing right here. He's no problem for us anymore, though, with our upgraded claymore. And by the time I do fight a Flamelurker, I will have a crushing claymore +2, or +2 crushing claymore. I don't remember. But for now, we were going to walk past this elevator. We will take it in just a second. Because down there's some items that we want to make sure we get. And going through this tunnel right here is kind of a pain in the ass. I actually never done it. There are a few parts in here that I've never done, or well, I have done it, but I haven't done it in a long time. So this guy's going to be about halfway through. And he's going to pre-swing because he sucks. He almost one-shots me, so that's not good. I think I was out of stamina, so not a good place for a large weapon. So don't let that happen to you. He's the only one, though. And, yeah, I am commentating. I'm going to be doing the whole video this time because there are a lot of places in here I was a little bit lost, just a little bit, or at least I didn't remember the best way to do it. And, for one right here, when you grab this item, one of these, a snake thing pops out. Snake things. Like tunnelers or something. I go after this lizard a lot. I do this a lot. I'm really greedy for these. So I just am. And even though it like somehow digs into the wooden planks, I'm still able to dig it back up, I guess. Which is good. They do try to dig their way out, and that's how they disappear, but unimportant. This area over here isn't too important. It may have something to do with the long way of getting to the boss. I don't know. We're not going to be doing the long way. I'm just showing you some of these easier places to go. For now, just for some cheap items, thrills and such. Some sharpstone over here. I know I said I wouldn't be doing too much location, but there are a few things over here that we do need. And we do need to go down there. It's just we're going to be taking the elevator to get down there. So we're pretty much done for here, for now. And we're going to be going back to the elevator. I do believe. Can't remember 100% what happens in this video. Yes, we're going to the elevator. There's a few elevators in here, I believe. Or is it just one? I don't remember. Well, this one for sure. We're going to get down here. I'm going to kind of run off like an idiot into the darkness, chasing after these geckos. But what's going to happen is that at the end of this hallway that I'm going into right now are two red, or I'm not sure if they're called red phantoms or black phantoms, but they're kind of rare mini-bosses, almost, and they don't respawn, I think. Some of them do. I don't think these ones do. They're pretty out of the way, though, and they're easy to miss. As you can see, aside the Thief's Ring on, only one of them comes after me. And these are going to be very similar to fighting real players, if you've ever been invaded. They even look the same. These people aren't nearly as good. They're pretty dumb, as a matter of fact. These guys focus on... This one will keep his shield up and kind of poke at you with his mace. Not enough, obviously. He's really squeamish and doesn't want to attack. When he does, he really leaves himself open. But by killing one of these guys, we are going to get, as soon as I pick it up, the Black Eye Stone, which is what you need to invade people with. Pretty sure. And if you're going to be PvPing or you're going to be invading, you're going to want one of these. And this is just show you where to get it. I should have been hit by that. I don't know why I wasn't. But she gets me that time. But she goes two-handing the this mace. Does that stupid roll move. But does not very good at managing her stamina, as you can see. Try to backstab her, trying to be cute, but it doesn't work. So they're pretty easy. Even on my first playthrough, I was all worried about fighting them, but they're actually really easy. And they both always drop some stones of ephemeral eyes, which are useful as well. I'm gonna run over here and make sure I get the get this last gecko. I've actually never been all the way over here before. It was kind of interesting, so I was kind of a little bit confused. Kind of ran around like an idiot before, and I noticed there's just tons of geckos everywhere. And I don't... Sometimes they respawn, I think, and sometimes they don't. It's weird. I've been having trouble finding consistency, or maybe they're just ones I've missed. But you won't be able to get all of them in here. I'm able to get like 2, I think, before they escape. But just go for as many as you can, or don't go for any if you don't care, if you don't plan on upgrading your weapons. It doesn't matter. For the sake of me, I'm going to be upgrading my Claymore a lot, because I like its moveset. It's easy to get, and it's pretty strong, and has a very long range onto it. And yeah, so I get a bunch of stones off of them. And I go back for this item over here, which is probably a worthless item. You have to make a very key jump right here. Yeah, so you gotta like whittle your way out to the this one board and straddle this smaller one and make it there and get your mad prizes, which, yeah, so that was actually some pretty good stuff right there. You may want to get that. I think it was maybe even like a piece of pure heartstone, I think it was. I don't remember. Pause the video and look. But that's all we're gonna do in this room for now. So we're gonna backtrack a bit. And I think we're gonna go back to the other side, still at the bottom of this elevator, right here. Again, if you need a map, they're all available on the wiki for Demon Souls. So we're going to go back and go to the, sorry about that, this adjacent walkway over here. And this is the part where I was getting a little lost, and I almost get killed like 5 or 6 times. Don't go that way, those things explode. And there's a hole there too. I don't think there's a real reason to go that way at all. Right here, it's kind of bullshit, I thought. I'm surprised the thing didn't explode instantly, but you have to draw it out because there's no way you're going to get past it. And it hits me, pretty sure it hit me through the wall. And probably should have killed me. Either way, it would have been bullshit, and I would have been very angry, but it didn't. Watch out for that. I don't even think it's really that important to go this way. Oh wait, no, yes it is. Yes, it is very important to go this way. We need to go this way. Disregard what I just said. Because, yeah, this guy almost finishes me as well. So for sure, watch out for one of those exploding balls, and one of these miners. There always happens to be one inside of these long passageways. It likes to mess you up. My pickaxes hurt way too much. It's a pickaxe, come on. I think in here there's some items, but I wasn't ballsy enough to go get them because it was really close to a bunch of the other exploding balls. Go for it if you want. Probably nothing you can live without. Over here we're going to find another NPC who's going to help us a lot. He's through this fog. And his name is Patches. And Patches is kind of a penis in that he's a dick. And he's going to continuously try to trap you in this game. It's going to be painfully obvious for the most part. But you sort of need his assistance. And we want to buy stuff from him. He has a lot of good stuff to buy. He sells really good grass. He sells really good arrows as well. There's some greystone right there. That's good to grab. That's how I upgrade my claymore to crushing. What he's going to tell you is stuff about, oh, there's treasure. That little glowing thing over there is some epic treasure. But you see that big fire slug? Yeah, you don't give a shit. And you don't want to go there just yet. You want to make sure to kill him first. Now they have an enormous amount of armor and health, so it's going to take forever to chop through it, so I cut it out. I was chopping there for like 5 minutes. It sucks. But once you kill him, he's going to explode like a nuclear bomb, so get out of there. Yeah, and drop the frame rate. He actually almost kills Patches, which would have been bad. Bad for business. There's some okay items over there, but the most important thing we're going to be doing here is just kind of running the game script enough to make sure he spawns back in the Nexus to sell us things. He'll be up by Archstone 3 if you're looking for him. But I'm pretty sure you have to do all of this just to get him to spawn there, and you talk to him and make sure you go across all the programming tripwires. But that's basically all he's going to offer. So another cut, and we're all the way back to the beginning where the Archstone was. And I took the time to go back and repair and buy stuff. I couldn't resist killing one of these guys with the bags, and has a bunch of stones in it. But we were done with Patches, we were done with everything over there, and now we're back all the way to where the Archstone was, and we're going to the right. Now this is the shortcut way, pretty much, to the boss Flamelurker. And it can be a little tricky at first, but there's a lot of scaffolding here that you're going to need to make very precise jumps on. Now sometimes they're kind of hard to see, but if you have an HD TV and you put up the brightness, you should be able to see most of it. And there are a lot of different ways you can do it. There are some ways that are better than others. There's all these items around. You can't really get it all in one shot. And if you know anything about Flamelurker, you'll know that you're going to be going down this quite a few times probably. So you're going to get good at it. You're probably going to fall to your death multiple times. I did. Many times. It's very easy. The physics in this game when you fall, when your character falls, is really wonky, and like you fall way too slowly, like a feather, and then if something touches you, you like bounce off it like you're a spring ball. You see my body right here. That jump is very not fun to make. And that cave we just passed, right on the level above us, was where Scurver, I think his name's Scurver the Wanderer, is. But he doesn't appear there until White World Tendency, so don't really worry about him too much. And, it starts getting a little bit tricky here because it gets darker. This way to the right is probably the best way because you get all these ladders. You can climb back up if you wanted to, and it helps you show... the ladders help to show where the platforms are, because it wouldn't just be a ladder to nothing, right? So that's good. Get down here, and you probably want to get out of that room quickly because there's a bunch of those fire worms, and they're not fun. There's a few more of them over here. This is where I farmed my my Greystone to upgrade my Claymore to Crushing. Very easy. The items over there are pretty useless, so don't worry about it. It's just some crappy fist weapons that I don't think anybody ever uses. If you do, I applaud you because you're a real man. Right over here is the Flamelurker boss fight, which will be in the next video. So I hope I didn't waste too much of your time. Come back next video for the infamous Flamelurker boss fight.